should be getting a former co-commentator, now player, who's also game lead and like bragging. He's doing a lot this weekend for this game, but it's because Sunny, I know, loves it so much. Playing Sin into Danger, the Chipp player, who I don't really like seeing the name around, but I'm not super familiar with. But it should be a good time. Sunny just making sure he's got all his notes prepared. Block, which is hard for him to do. No. Let's see. Sin Chipp is like a weird match as well, where it's like, what? I don't know, you can kind of like, if you get your one right hit, you're going to blow him up for it, but as long as the Sin player is like pretty patient, then, or sorry, the Chipp player is pretty patient, Sin kind of has to take a little bit of a risk to get in on him. It'll be very interesting.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts, heaven or hell.
All right, I'm curious to see what Sunny's like round start option is here. Traditionally, I feel like they're pretty aggressive, but they may want to play a little bit more passively. But Danger also plays passively, like was playing pretty passively into the pot matchup,
Duel 1.
which is like very effective. Let's see, yeah, just the little bit of patient walk back, waiting to see what Sunny wants to do. But Sunny finding a nice delay, forces an early burst out for Danger. Sunny bursting as well, just wanting to make sure he can save it out. It's not with Sunny early, and he's saying that he wants to like prioritize having burst in a lot of these situations. But this time he wants to prioritize the hit confirm into RTL. Pop the wall break in the corner, start regaining some of that calorie gauge. No cancel off of it as well. RC to try to mix him up, but Danger just doing a really good job of FDing and pushing him out, saying, hey, I want to reset to the neutral, because that is where Chipp succeeds the most. The FD break right there at the very end catches Sunny, I think, a little off guard, so Danger going to be returning that wall break in kind. Yeah, Sunny choosing the Cali burst right there at the very end. You know, was able to bait out Danger's like burst bait and then successfully reset him out, but not having it now going into the second round can be potentially a little risky. Great IV there, though, on Rekka 2. Chipp just going to DP out. Set up the tightrope to go for some mid-screen mix, but Sunny does a good job of blocking it out, resetting out, and immediately closing the distance back in. But hasn't really opted to use like too many falls. We did see one right there on the post DP. Sunny wanted to save that calorie gauge for combos where it matters most instead of opportunities to open them up. But Danger consistently finding great mix-up opportunities right here. Good poke right there, but didn't have the meter or the gauge to really confirm off of it just yet. Staggering out right now. Great DP through the gap. It's good recognition on Danger's end to know exactly where they need to be punishing out. Sunny keep it calm right there. At the very end, we'll see if they can keep it up. We're tying up that burst gauge down back for both these players. Danger bursting out immediately at this round. Sunny bursting in kind. I don't want to be playing with it. They just want to try to be as balanced in the neutral as possible. But Danger is the one who finds the early confirm into punch super. Okay, super technically? Yeah. Yeah, just loop it over again and again. Get that positive bonus, get that wall break, and keep it up. This is the recipe to success that you need. Try to close some of these games out. Sunny will IRC, keep the poke going, but just DP immediately on the outcome follow-up. Oh, great check with the 2K. Yeah, I like the staggering coming out from Danger right here. Sunny trying to burst, but the gamma, or the up-angled beta blade or off angle alpha blade, sorry. My apologies, it is getting late. So excellent stuff from Danger right there. Good ID. Yeah, and I think it came from Sunny just playing a little bit more stop, right? Like finding an opportunity to just go for standard close slash pressure, finding another good hit confirm right there. Catching, I think, some of Danger's more like fuzzy mash habits, which is potentially very beneficial. Danger, though, keeping the tight rope mix, forces burst to come out from Sunny right here. And this is very different than the first game where both players were just bursting as like soon as it was back. An even situation. Great PRC to keep yourself safe and get the air throw to close that round out. I think Danger's going to be bursting the first hit that they get from Sunny right here to try to keep themselves a little even. So far, it hasn't come up just yet. Good throw. Yeah, but I really like this gameplay from Sunny of just like waiting to challenge on some of these more like safer situations, right, where you're maybe not going to get blown as much for getting your 2K counter instead of trying to challenge like close slash in a lot of these given situations. Danger backing out, did burst effectively. A little bit of mix-up for both these players, but Sunny did a great job of recognizing the screen space and where they needed to be. Tyro coming through, burst is available on deck should Sunny choose to want to try to close this round out into their favor. But Danger, baiting him just a little bit too much. RC, keep your turn. Deflect shield out, great 6P. Light soldier basically even. What's gonna happen next to the 2K 2D? Sunny tying it up 1-1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright. Ooh. Sunny been autopiloting a lot to just go for some like manual time or those automatic gaps, which Danger had been able to beta blade previously, but Sunny baiting out the DP. This time now going to be able to lock the corner down. 2K2D once again. Beat Driver not going to find the kill that I think Sunny was looking for, but still able to find the hit afterwards. 2D. Okay, Danger getting a little bit cheekier with some of these overheads. Nice air throw attempt for the PRC. So he's just trying to 6P Beat Driver out. Ooh, nice IB on that for sure. Reducing the block stun, keep themselves close. Yeah, and now getting the full dust conversion right here in the corner, but still, I think choosing to reduce some of that damage, but just locking Danger in the corner, knowing that they can get bigger reward right here. Not enough. To get the plus wall break, the positive bonus of 50 meters, a good spot to be in, but so is getting that big counter hit 2D. Oh, RTL coming out, and he's actually gonna connect, has a 50 meter. But didn't need to RC it out there. Sunny now up 2-1. Danger, though, I think switching the momentum up, realizing that the passive play has been kind of hurting them just a little bit right here. All right, great 6P right there. Tempest just keeping it tight. Goes for the follow up. Confirm right there. Really good from Sunny. I was worried that like, oh, maybe that's actually not going to kill right there. We might like try to like panic PRC to get it and not find the route. But Sunny, knowing their combo theory well. DP gonna get blown up good on Danger. Recognize Sunny couldn't get the extension that they were looking for. Good air throw. RTL, were you pressing this time, Danger? You weren't. And Sunny gonna get punished for it accordingly right here. But yes, they should Guts Crush enough to lock it out. Sunny, though, still sitting match point. Danger fighting for their winner side life. This is a good start. Finding just a simple knockdown into the Tyro mix is a very, very good place to be if you're on Team Chipp. Yeah. A simple wall break, though, so nothing too crazy when it comes to the damage. Positive bonus is going to be going into Danger's favor, though. Yeah. I do like this from Sunny. Sunny is not one to like intentionally bait burst in a lot of the situations like that, because it's still pretty fine to just bait it out. Sunny finding a big counter hit after the out punch, but didn't have the meter to keep the RC going. Danger trying to go for some mix afterwards to close it out. But Sunny just staying calm right here. Beta Blade connecting in the last Alpha Blade through to tie it up 2-2. Oh yeah, I like that. Changing up the game plan a little bit, not just going with the same autopilots that were allowing Danger to get those DPs, finding an opportunity to use throw at that gap. Danger throwing a little bit of a lead right here in the corner. Gonna find the hard knockout with positive bonus. This is a great spot for them to be in to try to set this tournament life in their hands. RC forces the burst out from Sunny, but a good counter hit in the air. Sunny tried to bait a burst that was not around. So it's a one-touch situation for either of these players, but the full screen low will do it for Sunny. Once again, sitting in the match point situation, but they've been here before. Can they close it out this time? Alright. Keeping it going. Once again, super into the post-forming situation. Now, Sunny does have burst. Sunny, if you can hear me, please don't use it. If you're, like, just accept that you're going to die. You don't want to Cali burst your way out of here. And Danger even trying to still bait it right at the very end. But this is anyone's game, final round. Tried the DP thinking Sunny was going to go to the skies, but it's not going to work out. Sunny, I think, was being a little bit too respectful of the burst right there on the DP punish, but still it's a lot of damage. Catches the overhead. DP on their own. And this is big for Danger. Gets the wall break. Gonna get the super confirm as well. Sunny has to be very careful. You have 50 meter on deck. No! But Sunny's still alive, but yeah, fast low immediately afterwards at the very end. That deflect shield was crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right, but don't worry for those Sunny fans at home. They are still in the event. They just have to make their run through the losers side now. So still up for contention to make their run back through to get that revenge